All right, the Detroit Lions just got a huge advantage that they're going to use against the Bears. Here it is. Chicago under their new defensive coordinator, Dennis Allen. Remember all this talk about Dennis Allen's coming in and the old Saints coach. Look at what they allowed on the ground. 4.6 yards per rush, 3.27 yards after contact per carry. Last year, they were bottom 12 in all three of these metrics when it comes to run defense, including third worst, giving up almost 5 yards per carry. So the Detroit Lions couldn't get the run game going against the Packers. And it's like, okay. You got to believe Sonic and Knuckles at home, a couple big runs would just loosen us up so much. We just couldn't get that going. That was something we always had in the bag last year, was able to get that going. So remember, that's huge. Now take this over to 3 final thoughts, Bears-Lions. This is a Bears article right here. There was no, so hold on, where is it at right here? Is that, they say we would expect a healthy dose of Gibbs and Montgomery, whether they're finding success or not. 100%. We just can't have Goff throwing that much. It doesn't work. Number one, we can't hold up in coverage or in pass blocking that much. We're not there yet. But if we're running the ball, hit a couple runs, that's what's going to be huge. A couple other things. Montez Sweat, terrible 2024 season. Didn't do anything in week 1. Thankfully, the Bears don't really have a pass rush. After we just went against a really good one, and it was frustrating. It's all that stuff. And then you're like, geez, if the Bears had one too. So hopefully they don't get that going. And then the other thing, and this is why this game is so big, is because Ben Johnson we could really put them in a hole. And I said this on the video the other day, was that we can't have Chicago be pesky in the division. You know, they're kind of sticking around. They're getting some confidence. They're running trick plays. I could just see it now, right? In a couple weeks, things are kind of rolling a little bit. We don't need that, because we already know Packers are clearly good, and the Vikings are going to be that pesky team, and we want to be good, or we're good, and we don't. You know, it's just like, okay, Bears, we can make them go 0-2, really start questioning things in the locker room. Because put it up yesterday, graphic between Caleb Williams and Mitch Trubisky through, however many starts they have, right? Through 30 starts or 18 starts or whatever it is. They're the exact same quarterback. The exact same. If anything, Trubisky's a little bit better based on his wins, losses, completion percentage, things like that. So we need to, if Caleb is, here's what I would say for Lions fans. If he's running around, we can't be, they can't let that bother us. If he's running around, that just means he's not seeing the field. He's holding the ball, running. So yeah, he's going to run, and we're going to lose contain on him, or he's going to go up the middle on us a little bit for a 12-yard gain. It's like, oh my God, it's like, it's fine. It's almost like the more he runs, the less he's looking, and he's building confidence in running, and less he's looking for just playing normal quarterback. The guy is not good. I know, it's like, man, I know I'm a Bears hater, so it's like I just want to really look at this the right way. But I get it, right? I get he's on the run. He like zings a pass in there. It's like, man, that was impressive. Yeah, but again, we look at the quarterbacks that have been successful in this league, and yes, there's some running athletic ones, but quarterback is about the Tom Brady, Peyton Mannings, being able to just get the ball to your playmakers, let them do it. If you're constantly trying to do it, you look at like Justin Fields. He reminds me of Justin Fields, where he has those really awesome flash plays. Like, wow, right? He's the inverse of Jared Goff. Jared Goff has no flash plays, but he just boom, boom, 15-yard in, boom, 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 and scoring touchdowns. That's what it's all about. The other thing that we're just kind of getting ourselves mentally ready for is that if Taylor Decker doesn't play, we would have to be ready for Giovanni Manu making his first NFL start. It's interesting to me because a lot of the talk was he wasn't ready, had an up and down off season, and it's like, oh, but then we were kind of looking at like who do we have, and then Jamarco Jones is another tackle that he's injured. Dan Skipper's injured. So it's Manu. So it's like, man, if our, kind of our other guys were healthy, would he be the one, or he is the one? And so it's like, okay. I'm a little nervous about him getting in there. Primary backup Jamarco Jones out for the year. One of the things we're not talking about enough. I didn't know he was out for the year. Practice squad veteran Dan Skipper with an injury has put Manu in there. Man, like that's our third string backup. It's our fifth string, right? Guy. So we haven't really addressed this Jamarco Jones thing. We just kind of, all right, Manu, like kind of get ready. So he says he's ready. I do kind of have to pinch myself at first, but when I took this thing seriously, I expected it. So I just got to keep grinding, keep going. I am totally prepared. And that's a huge thank you to Steve and Hank. I worked countless with them before practice, after practice. Steve told me after practice today he thought I had one of my best weeks of practice. I told him because I'm ready. I told him if my number is called on, you guys don't need to stress, to trust me. This is everything I've prayed for. Yeah, if my number is called, I'm going to go out there and you guys will see. It's like, all right, baby, let's go. Because we knew this, but until you see it, we knew that the offensive line was everything for us. Get the run game going, then we're play action, then we're moving, and we are so hard to stop. Run game's not working. Now it's 3rd and 8, and we're in shotgun, and we don't have the ability to hold up in pass coverage right now. And so when it's 3rd and 8, we got versus 3rd and 1. All right, well, we'll run it. We'll go for it on 4th down, right? But we're just getting sacked. The whole thing with the Packers was just brutal. So Giovanni Manu, love it. Can't wait to see what he does. And then the other thing real quick is, I talked about it already, but corralling Caleb Williams, not fully sure, but I think we'll be all right. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, remember, nothing but Detroit Lions on this channel. It's me and Craig. Make sure you subscribe. Again, if you haven't been on this channel, we show you everything that you need to know about the Lions, upcoming reactions. All of it is on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.